The Daily Purge. How are you doing today, man? Being stuck and why so many have issues getting unstuck is what I want to talk about with today. I'm going to share this around while I'm sort of jabbering with you here. I hope first of all you had a great weekend, and Monday it's ready to rock and roll. And sometimes you come out and you're like, man, Monday, another day. I feel like maybe it's Groundhog Day, or I'm doing the same thing over and over, and I feel stuck and bored and coagulated and stuff. So how do you get out of that, right? Well, the how is, there's a bunch of ways to do it, but the issue why so many people don't get out of it, and this is super key. And if you're feeling stuck and you feel like this is speaking to you, then listen up, because this is going to be a little bit of truth for some of you, some truth you may not want to hear. If you look at Olympian, if you look at a famous singer, look at great actors, you look at top business leaders, those top people at the top of their game, what's the one thing they have in common? What do you think that one thing is in common they have? And why aren't they stuck? Maybe they feel stuck, but they're not stuck. What is it? What do you think it is? Huh? What do you think that one thing is? Oh, shit. Keeps popping open. My chest's too big. No, what's the one thing that they all have in common? What do you think that is? Give me some hints here. Hey, Klaus, grüß dich. Hey, oh, hello, Olga. Morgen früh Montag, Digga. Witzig. So come on, give me some news here. What do you got? What's one of those things that every single successful person, Olympic person, whoever it is, what do they have in common? What is the one thing that they have in common? Think about it for a second. And it should give you a hint, should be able to give you a hint about what it is. What do you got? What do you think? What do you think? Come on, give me some answers here. Mindset. Okay, mindset's one of them. All right, Kev. Howdy, Stephen. How are you doing, Frank? Hey, Kev. Self-belief, mindset. Of course, that's all one thing. But even it's something external that they have. And it's either a coach, a mentor, or an advisor. It's either a coach, a mentor, or an advisor. Now, do I have coaches and mentors and advisors? You're damn right I do. How can I move ahead on my own with my own knowledge? Goals, good energy, caffeine. There you go, Tracy, especially caffeine. So how can I move ahead in life on my own knowledge? How can I grow into something I've never learned, right? Hi there, perfect topic, stuck on not working on my fitness. I've been making all these excuses, so busy taking care of everyone else. Now that I'm living alone, I made a bad decision to go back to being relentless goal chaser. I had to be mind over matter. There you go. Awesome to hear from you, Chloe. It's been a while. Everyone has a coach. I mean, even Chloe's talking about fitness. What's the one thing you want to do if you really want to make it happen? And if you want to look at my case, losing 40 pounds. Hey, Dan, how you doing, man? How's that sign gathering dust in the garage? If you want to look at my example, since November, probably in the last 2 years, I've lost 40 pounds up and down. I lost 40 pounds and I replaced it with muscle. So, I mean, if you think about that, how could I have done that on my own if I don't have the knowledge? How do you get knowledge? You learn. And how do you learn when you're a grown up and you're out of school? Coaches, mentors, and advisors. It's simple as that. I cannot tell you how many people talk to me and they're like, I can't afford one. I can't afford. What do you mean you can't afford one? Can you afford not to have one? Come on. If you're in your business right now and you're in any way, shape, or form stuck, there's a mentor or coach or a advisor already in your sector that can help you get to where you want to go. And why aren't you talking to them? Why aren't you learn from those who have already achieved what? Exactly, Kev, exactly. Who's been there and done that? Who wants to do what I want to do? And we'll just go ahead and do it, right? That's what it's all about. Ask them. We need to talk all in hand, bro. All right, Dan. Awesome. Hey, Corolla, how you doing? See you soon, on the 5th of July in Pennsylvania. So there's a thing about coaches, mentors, and advisors. First thing is a coach is going to give you steps on how to get to where you want to go. A mentor is going to give you a direction, strategy, maybe tactics or something like that, but they're not going to get into the nitty gritty. A coach will. But here's the big thing. An advisor is someone who advises at a higher level, but can also get into the nitty gritty, but usually at a higher level. And that's what Lane and I do. We're advisors. So what do you got to look for? We had this discussion this morning on Clubhouse. What do you got to look for? Well, I got to tell you this, and it's something that gets on a lot of people's nerves, unless you are one, is that a coach isn't necessarily experienced. A coach is someone who learns something. They learn processes and procedures, and they step up to you and they help you go through these same processes and procedures without having the actual experience in the background. That's why they're called a coach and not a mentor. A mentor has that experience that they're teaching you. So they're teaching you applied knowledge, whereas a coach is only teaching you knowledge. An advisor is advising you what steps to take and where to go according to their experience as well. either can enhance the business. It either will enhance the business if you get the right one. And here's how you get the right one. Vet them. First thing you do is Google them. Who are they? What have they done? What's their background? If you Google me, you're going to find shit all the way back to God knows when, 2003 in German, all the way up to now, right? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos and interviews and keynotes and all that kind of stuff. So you vet me like, okay, this guy's been around, right? The second thing you want to do is you want to look at their website and stuff like that and see if there's any testimonials. If there's no testimonials, and even if there are, ask them if you can talk to one or two of your past clients, one or two of their past clients. Because what you're looking for is tangible results over a longer period, sustained period of time. There's a lot of coaches out there that learn. There's a lot of people out there that learn, and they learn well. But knowledge is only so useful. Applied knowledge is very useful because they know how that knowledge applies to reality, everyday life, and business. So, I meet a lot of coaches and mentors and advisors who, let's put it this way, are pretty good people. They're really good people, but they just don't have the experience. And me personally, I will not hire a coach that doesn't have experience. I won't hire an advisor or a mentor that doesn't have any experience, and not what I'm looking for. And I mean real experience. And I don't mean looking at their website and saying, oh, wow, it looks flashy, awesome. No, I'm talking about that background check, due diligence, Google, other clients, testimonials, LinkedIn. You just find their name, right? Find their name. You see anybody writing about them at all. Even look at their recommendations on LinkedIn, although that's a little shaky as well. Because I hear it so many times, exactly, learn and apply, regroup, and fine tune each situation. That's right. Because I have people that come up to me and says, I just paid this person as a coach, and they're not delivering. And I'm like, well, because there's not a coach. It's just something they called themselves. The guy has an online business basically, and is trying to teach you about business. There's no business structure there. They have like a Zoom account, an online portal with a ClickFunnels, maybe a website. They have Stripe hooked up so they could take payments, maybe PayPal and Kajabi or something like that. That's not a business. That's online platforms that you're turning into money. That's not a business, right? If people call it a business, okay, it's a business as far as revenue generating, but it's not a business as far as structures go. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are making millions of dollars that don't even have an LLC, or they don't even know how to set up a business, or don't even know how to do read a P&L or profit and loss statement, or they don't know anything about business, how they're going to sell, how they're going to buy, how they're going to exit, none of that stuff, right? So you got to be careful who you're taking advice from. And this person happened to take advice from one of those guys that has no real idea about business, wealthy, does well online, but that's not a business. That could fall like that. Right. So just be careful who you're letting into your circle of influence, because it's all about who you choose that's going to get you where you want to go. So again, choosing a mentor, a coach, or an advisor is really, really key. I test. So I'll ask questions and I'll say, well, how would you do this? And what about this? And what about that? Have you ever experienced this? Have you ever experienced that? These are my issues right now. Can you help me with those? And also, don't just look at the short term. What happens a lot of time is mentors don't charge, right? That's why I listen to you, Jeffrey. Thanks. Mentors don't charge typically, right? There's mentorship programs, but a mentor, like I ask people, some people to mentor me who I have no business asking to mentor me, and the one guy who I never thought would even say yes said I'd be honored, because they have the knowledge, the applied knowledge, the experience, and they love to share it. Because if it helps other, once you're to a certain point, you want to share that knowledge. It would be selfish to keep it to yourself. But if you ghost them, don't show up, don't do the work, don't implement, then, you're just doing yourself and them a disservice, and it's an insult to them as well. So make sure you do the work. As coaching, I've had people pay me $20K and show up one time and that's it, and just disappear, and you might say, well, hey, that's cool. It's free money. Well, it's not cool, because I take the time and I want to help them succeed. But if you're not going to help yourself, then, sorry to hear, I can't help you. Right. So like Lane and I, we just took on a new client. She's awesome. And she knows exactly what she wants, just doesn't know how to get there or how to structure it, or how to even get her mindset to the point where she's going to be going away from delivering for others to delivering for herself. That's a big paradigm shift. And that's why we have the Humble Alpha Paradigm Upgrade Advisory Program, because we help you shift that paradigm to go from being an employee to being an entrepreneur, being a mid-level or senior level manager to being an owner, entrepreneur, or a business owner operator, right? These are all things that we do. Now, Could I do that with someone who just took a coaching course? Probably not. Could I do that with someone who's an advisor only and advises on, let's say, banking or finance or whatever? Probably not, because where's the operational input, right? Where they would know, the coach wouldn't know the operational input. So I would need a mentor, right? Or I would need to find a coach or an advisor like myself and Lane that have 25 years of experience in 10 countries doing hundreds of businesses and stuff like that, and leadership and coaching and the whole works, which is what the Humble Alpha is all about. Facts. Once I get a mentor and advisor, it's been a game changer. Frank, amen, brother. You know it, right? You know it. And so look, honest to God, and I'm telling you this, I know a lot of coaches and mentors, and I know a lot of good ones too, especially for women. There's a lot of really powerful women out there that can really help you as a woman get out of your own way and get unstuck. And sometimes it's just, no, not sometimes, almost always, it's the smallest changes, the smallest adaptations to what you're already doing that make that huge difference. And sometimes you might say like, Jesus, man, I just paid so and so much money for this little advice. Yeah, but look at the outcome. And also, remember, when you're paying for an hour of someone's time, let's say once a week, you're not paying for an hour of their time. You're paying for, in my case, 54 years of experience jammed into 1 hour. Morning, Phoenix, jammed into 1 hour. That's how you got to look at it. So it's how expensive is expensive, right? Someone said to me, dude, I can't afford that. I can't afford your coaching. Sorry, your advisory. And I said, what can't you afford? And he goes, well, you know, this much and that much. And it's a lot of money. I'm like, is it? You've lived 38 years. You got another 50 years to go, maybe. Spread that out over those, 85 years or whatever it is. Is that a lot of money? Seriously, think about that for a second. What kind of an impact it's going to have on the rest of your life? What kind of impact that's going to have on your business, on your relationships? If you don't have a paying for your experience, exactly, James. What's up, my James, my brother? Tim, what's up, governor? Good to see you guys, man. Good to have you here. So I implore you, if you're in a place right now where you know you can be better, and you already know you've reached a certain point, and you're like, okay, I know I can be better, but I don't know how. A book's not going to do it for you. It might help a little bit. An audiobook's not going to do it for you. It might help a little bit. A course might not do it. Might do a little bit, but won't help you out. You need someone who's been there and done that. It might be me. It might be myself and Lane, or it might be someone that I know. It might be many of the women that I know that are mentors and coaches and advisors as well. So I'm going to put you on the spot right here. If you're in a place where you need to move your business forward, your personal life or your business, or both, because they're always connected, and you don't know where to look at me, write me a message and tell me what your issues are. Real simple, where you're at right now. What are your challenges? What have you done to try to fix those challenges? Why do you think that didn't work? And then where do you want to go? Just shoot me over a message and I will see who fits that bill. And I'll just do this out of the goodness of my heart because that's how I roll. All right, everybody? Bro, you lift me up. Thank you, brother. Love it, man. Love it. I love hearing from you, man. I love hearing from you, man. All right. So that's my Irish accent. I don't know why I did that. But so how's that sound to you? Is that something that's a challenge that I can make happen to you? Huh? You guys ready to go out there and change your lives? Make it better? Hey, Crowley, yeah. Huh? You want to change your life and make it better? I get a gosh dang coach. You guys got me on the right track. Amen. James is, for instance, James read our book and the dude's on fire now. Completely on fire. Actually changed this whole business. Right? Got out of one business and changing one of the other business, that kind of stuff. Like it's changed everything because he read the book, right? And he spoke to Lane at length. We spoke a little bit, not at length, but Lane has that force multiplication. Thanks, Corolla. Right? And it's because he took the step. And it was funny. I'll never forget, James, if I can explain what you said, is that you were in a funk, you were in a dark place, and you felt stuck, and you read something in the very first couple pages of the book, and you were like, holy shit. Yeah, I see that. And it changed like that. And I thought that was amazing because that means you're very receptive and you adopt ideas and issues and you're open to change. A lot of people aren't like, I'm doing everything right. It's not working. Well, get a damn coach, get a mentor, and get an advisor. There's so many of them out there. Dankeschön, Klaus. Sehr nett von dir. Okay. Get out there and get a coach. If you don't know where to get a coach or a mentor or an advisor, let me know. Drop me a line. We'll figure something out for you. We got the whole price range. We got the whole experience range. You want someone who's young, who's new, whatever. We got people in the UK. We got people in the States. We got people in South Africa. The whole works. So whatever you want. It isn't like I have a network of them. It's just that I happen to know many because I actually hear from a lot of people. I work with a lot of people that do this for a business to try to boost up their businesses. Put me in, coach. Chris, what's up, brother? In other words, I needed to hear the exact right moment. There you go, James. Just what the moment called for. Just as Chris Shivers showed up, it's just what the moment called for. Put me in, coach. I love it, brother. It's fucking awesome. See, that's the good shit right there. All right. Oops, excuse my French. Okay, everybody, that's it. Go out self and get your mentor, coach, or an advisor. If you don't have one, give me a holler. I will hook you up with one because you deserve to be more successful than you are right now. As I promise you, you can be, and you have it in you. I promise you. I promise you, as I sit here today, whatever you're doing, you can make more, be more, and have more impact. And who doesn't want that, right? Because you know what that does, right? That creates even more massive quality of life. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday.